Hello and welcome to Princess Yachts Scandinavia. My name is Nicolai and we are currently at our department here in Copenhagen. We have the rare opportunity to show you this fantastic Princess X80, where I'm gonna take you through the boat for a detailed tour. Please follow me. Hello and welcome on board this Princess X80. I will show you some details here back in the cockpit. You have a big dining table here where there are 3 of these chairs, and they have some smart details. You can close the table here, so you actually have cup holders. It's easy to get inside, and you have some handbars if you're sailing or you need to walk around the boat while it's moving. Over here you have an extra wet bar. You have a sink underneath here. You have a big drawer with the cooling to all your stuff. And we have this beautiful, nice feature where you actually have a TV coming down the roof. So you can sit out here during the evenings and see some sports or whatever you like. Over here, we have the side doors. When you are laying sideways to the dock with the yacht, you can go directly through board onto the dock, and it's easier when the boat has this height as it has. Over here we have some, because the weight of the boat, we have some electric winches. Underneath here we have, in each side, we have some safety rafts. They're easy to get to and to throw in the water. When we are over 72 feet at Princess Yachts, you will actually get a side deck like this, because you will have the high railings and the stainless steel bars here. They are going to be a lot thicker and they are more robust. S models, Y models and X model will have this from the 72 and further up. I will show you some cool detail here. We have the second station here if you are going to dock the yachts. Here you have the controls of both your anchors and both the inches and stern and bow thruster. So it's easy to operate and you have a nice view here. If you follow me forward, as you can see on this boat, we have the jacuzzi option. The other option you can have is a sofa with a table, but this boat is equipped with the jacuzzi. Here in jacuzzi you have the bubbles and jets, and you have a nice waterfall with a color, as you can see during the evening. You have a surround sound music system out here also, so you can have a little party. I want to talk about the hydraulic systems on this Princess X80. It comes with the hydraulic stern and bow thruster, hydraulic stabilized fins, and then when I want to talk about the hydraulics, the anchors here are also hydraulic. We have a main anchor and a secondary anchor. One last thing I want to show you out here, that you have, if you want to control the anchors from here, you have these 2 remotes for each one of them. This is for the main anchor and this is for the secondary anchor. And you also have a big locker room here. You can see the chains are there, but you can also fit a lot of equipment down here. You have a big door right into the galley. I will show you some more details from inside why this door is actually here. From the cockpit we will go directly into the main saloon, and this is the most beautiful part of the yacht in my opinion. So let's have a look inside. Welcome inside the X80's main saloon. As you can see, we have this walnut option, the satin walnut option. That's the most popular one from Princess, and as you can see, this one also have it. I will show you talk about the table here. The table can expand, so it's going to be twice the size, so you can actually use it as a dining table if you want that. It's also electrical in that way that you can move it further in or towards me. Otherwise you can move it down, so you can use it as a coffee table or a cocktail table. If we turn around, over here you will see, here you have the TV station. The TV will get up from the wall here. All the sun blinds are electrical in this one, all the way around. Just push the button. Now we are at the bar galley area, as you can say what you want. Over here we have a wine cooler. Here we have some drawers with the crystal glass for cocktails, and we also have some wine glass and crystal. A little bar area with some Plymouth gin. As you can see it at the moment, you can see that's the open layout. So here you have a bar and you can speak together when you are cooking by yourself. But if you have some crew members or you have a chef, you actually have the opportunity to close. So if you have a crew member or you have a chef cooking for you, you can be in total privacy in the saloon. As you can see, the galley contains a lot of storage. We have overhead storage here, we have a lot of drawers, and here we have an ice maker. We have a big sink. Here we have a dishwasher from Miele. We also have a hob from Miele, also with induction. Here we have the oven, that's a combi. So you also have this microwave in this one. If we look at this side, at the galley, we have an extra oven and microwave. We have this white model from Sub-Zero fridge. We also have these 4 drawers that's also from Sub-Zero. And these are freezers or fridges. As you can see here, we have this side door directly to the deck. Here, that is very practical when you have the crew on board, so they can walk around the boat without going inside your living space. Also, if you want to be served something by the jacuzzi or in the cockpit. Now we are in the dining area. As I mentioned before, you can close the galley completely down. You can also do it here, so we don't going to be disturbed while you're eating. Here you have all the cutlery, everything custom made, so everything's piece have their own space. Here in the dining area we have a nice beautiful surround view, and I will talk a little bit about this table, because this table is actually the exact same we saw in the main saloon. This is just expand at the moment, and this can also be moved further in or further away from the sofa, and it can also be smaller and go down if you want to just have a coffee or cocktail table. Here in the dining area you can close all the windows. The sun blind is also electric, and you have a nice TV here, and you have this Foredeck surround sound system. A nice little extra detail is that you can actually go directly to the deck. Here at the lower deck, we will start here in the lobby. We have 3 staterooms through the hall here, and then we have the master stateroom just behind me. To begin with, the first stateroom we will have a look at is the starboard side guest stateroom. Inside this stateroom we have a double bed stateroom. From the bed you can reach the electrical blinds, so you don't need to get out of the bed. You also have a bigger locker here, and you have 4 small lockers all the way through the stateroom here. Here we have a big hanger for your clothes, and we also have a drawer, 2 drawers actually, down here to all your belongings. Just behind the door we have a little dressing table with a little stool, so you can use this mirror there actually here. But the cool thing about this mirror is that it's actually also a TV. Like this. That's a TV, and every single stateroom has their own TV, and this has their own Foredeck surround sound system in every single stateroom. If I turn around, we have the bathroom. The bathroom here has heated floors, heated towel rails, rain shower, and that's also the same in every single stateroom. At the opposite side of the hall, we have the port side guest stateroom. We have the same electrical blinders as we have in the starboard side guest stateroom. We have a TV here. We have overhead lockers there, and we have drawers underneath the beds. Here we have the beds separated, so we have 2 single beds. We have a hanging locker right there, and just through the door here we have the bathroom, also with the heated floors, heated towel rails and the rain shower. And now we will go forward on the yacht. Here we are in the VIP guest stateroom. There's a big spacious stateroom. We have a lot of space, a lot of rooms. Over here we have lockers. We also have the electrical appliance as we have in the other staterooms. We have lockers down here. We have a lot of lockers in front of underneath the bed. We have a big hanging locker here also. That's the same type of hanging locker we have in all the staterooms. We have a big TV here, and we also have this beautiful big mirror with the dressing table and the little stool. And just here we have the bathroom. The bathroom here is also with, as I have said so many times before, with the rain shower, the sink and the toilet, heating floors and heating towel rails. We also have the Focal 09 surround sound system in here. Now we have seen the 3 guest staterooms, and now just behind you we are ready to see the owner stateroom. The owner stateroom is full beam of the yacht, so you have a big window here, and you can actually feel your feet are under the surface of the water. Feels pretty nice and really luxurious. We also have these electrical sun blinders in both of the sides of the yachts, as you can manage from here or operate from here. You also have this dressing table, just a big one, and here you have to open when you get your own mirror, and you have this chair. You can also use it as an office table, as you want. If I just turn around here, behind this door, there are actually their own walk-in closet. Here in the walk-in closet we have hangers overall and a lot of drawers. We also have a locker here, drawers here, drawers and lockers over there. So there is so much space to get all your belongings put away, also underneath the beds. We also have the Focal 09 surround sound system, and we have a big TV here. We have a big double bed, master bed. And then if we have at the other side of this stateroom, we will find the master staterooms, bathroom. If we look at the starboard side of the stateroom, here we have 2 chairs and a table. Normally the X80 will come with a big sofa instead as a standard. One last thing I will show you before we go upstairs. Here are a big locker room. As you see everywhere on the X80, you have plenty of space to all your belongings. One last thing I want to show you before we're going up to have a look at the sky deck is that we actually also have a dayhead here at the main deck. Let's keep going upstairs. Now we are up at the Sky Lounge. Here in the Sky Lounge you have some nice features also. Of course, we will have this Focal 09 surround sound system. We also have a TV coming up here. You have a nice little coffee table with a lounge area. All the blinds here are also electric, and you have the glass roof so you can see stars during the nights. Over here you also have a wine cooler, and you have a big great access, I will show you that in a minute, to the sky deck. And you have plenty of storage, and I will show you the helm. Now we are here at the helm station. Here at the helm station we have a big nice open helm, but we also have the opportunity to close the doors if the family are watching TV and you are sailing through the night, so you can hold all the lights out of this room so you have more visibility, and if you have a captain also. First thing I want to mention is this pilot seat. The pilot seat is totally electric, so you can go up and down, forward and back. So you can adjust it just like in a car. Here at the helm station we have 3 Raymarine screens where you can operate the radar, and you have charts on the 2 other ones, and here you have 2 bunning screens also. We have a big nice bunning system on board this yacht, so everything is easy to operate, all from the light to the pumps to the engines, and you can see the water and the fuel. So everything is controlled by this bunning system, and that's really easy to operate when you're learning it. I just want to show you some cool details we have here. Here we have the bow and stern thrusters, but we also have this remote control to operate them, and we also have this yacht controller where you also can operate the bow and stern thruster and the engines, so it's easily to target when you walk around the yacht, so you have more visibility. Here you have the hydraulic Sleipner fins, so for stabilizing, and here's the control for the yacht controller I showed you before. Here on the bunning screen we have this stern camera, stern docking, as we are up there. Then we have the port side of the ship and the starboard side of the ship, and then we have 1 camera for each engine in the engine room. Now I will show you the foredeck of the yacht. One thing I will show you that's pretty clever here, that is you actually have your third station, also called the wing station, out here. Here you have a very nice view when you need to dock the yacht. You have the main controls for the engine and for the thrusters, so that's what you really need, and also for the anchors, of course. We have this little sky deck where it's really cozy to be, because all these are electric, so you can make a double sofa if you want to, and you can adjust them just like you want. Over here we have a fridge for the cool drinks, and here you have plenty of storage place also. Now I will show you something really cool about this yacht, the sky deck. The sky deck is a really nice place to be, because you have the red bar here. Is here you're gonna use all your evenings. You have the sunset, you have the chairs, the sofas behind. One nice thing I really like about the sky deck actually, that you have the glass all the way through. Here we have a wet bar with underneath we have an ice maker, and we have a grill and a sink. Over here we also have a cool box. There's space for 8 at the table, and then you have this beautiful sofa area. On this sofa group you have an opportunity to make that into one big sunbed. And now let us have a look at the crew area. They have their own door here, like this. Let's have a look at the crew area. Come on in. Now we're inside in the crew area. Here, the first thing you meet here in the crew area is the galley. They have their own hub, their own microwave, their own fridge. Here it's possible to sit and watching TV and have their dinner here. Over here we have bunk beds with 2 beds. And just on the starboard side we have the captain's cabin. On this yacht, as you can see, the owner is his own captain, so he just used the crew area for storage. So that will say this never been used. Either the kitchen or their own bathroom here. They have their own toilet and the shower, of course, and the sink. Here we have a full-size washing machine and dryer, so it's easy to have a place where you can wash and dry your clothes without having it inside the yacht. Now we will go into the heart of the yacht. And here you have direct exits from the crew area directly into the engine room. Let's have a look inside. We have the second generator over here, that's a curler. And then we have the first generator over there on the port side of the yacht. If you have a look on this ladder, that's a direct way from the cockpit. Because when you are sailing, you will never go through the crew door, because that's on the baiting platform. So that will be too dangerous, and that's why we have this access here also. Here in the middle of the engine room, we have the hydraulic system for the thrusters and for the fins and for the anchors. We will have this spot zero. The spot zero is a water maker. So it sucks up seawater and make it to fresh water so you actually can drink it. Over here on the wall, we have all the air conditioning system, air conditioning and heater. Here we have the two MAN V12 engines, each one of them producing 2000 horsepower. It makes the yacht capable of doing 32 knots. We also fitted, this yacht is also fitted with an extended fuel tank of 1,800 liters, so it has a total of 8,800 liters. If you are doing 10 knots, you're actually capable of traveling more than 1,000 nautical miles. That was the crew area. Just close the door here. The other things I want to show you here in the back of the yacht is all the space you actually have to all your equipment. Here's a big locker, and we actually have one more up here. Also for your water hose, for your shorelines, and for everything you want to clean the boat with. And it's actually a good, easy way to get the crew to have all the stuff. Here we have a shower with fresh water. When you have been out swimming in the salty water, you can shower here. Here you have a little bench. If you have all your diving gear or something you need to put on, and you can lower the baiting platform here so you can have your feet into the water and have a glass of wine here. The baiting platform can be lowered so you can go forth and back with your tender. Last but not least, if you want to see the boat, see the yacht, please don't hesitate to contact us at the Princess Yachts Denmark, Princess Yachts Scandinavia. The boat is currently here in the Princess Yachts Copenhagen in Princess Yachts Denmark. And my name was Nicolai, and wish you a great summer from all the team. Thank you.